Go. When was our family established in this country, sir? I'll let you say it.
17. What was it? 17. 60. No. 17. 20. I don't know.
When was I born?
17. Yeah, I know. 16. I don't know. We have a. I'll send you the chart that has all that in it.
Okay.
Right, so because it's in this, it's like 1780 or 1724.
But they came as Irish, right?
Slaves from Ireland. Yes.
Were there any from in the War of 1812?
I don't know.
Were they slaves or indentured
No,
servants?
probably.
Because I have to be face to face.
I think it was, but no, they weren't. Not that I don't know they were here, but I don't know what they were doing.
Well, I know on my other side they were like here before the Revolution.
Yeah, well, 17 something is before this. They were here.
Yeah, my family was there in 1733.
Right.
French and Indian War. Then they moved to Illinois.
That's what caused the McDavids to leave from Southside Virginia during the, well, gosh, they moved down there and the old man died at 1748 or so, and he died. And then, but then the
Oh, sorry.
then the temperature,
I can get you to get up.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I could.
Nora and Bob are sleeping over here.
He died then, and then they moved to Greenville, South Carolina. So we think that they were in Philadelphia at like 1740. No, 43, 38.
I'm filming something, so it's.
You gotta come on.
I'm coming. I have to do this for class.
He's doing this for a class. He's been only a minute. So.
Do we have any records of World War II vets in our family?
I'm sure there are. Uncle Phil and and the old man, for sure. But there may have been several others. Yes, they've been.
But there's some family in Texas. Is that true?
My goodness, but they're all over the country. But I'm thinking in our immediate family.
I have to zoom in. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's thousands of McDavids, so you'd have to get online to find some of them.
Well, I'm not signed up with Ancestry.com.
And yeah. Anyway, I know. Well, maybe I'll have to get an account with that. But anyway, yeah, he's. Yes, we have in worldwide.
Wide.
Yeah,
Family.
Yeah, worldwide. Anyway, yes, we have, but there were they were in the Revolutionary War, and also for the Civil War. And then I guess
They fought both sides, right?
our family was on the South.
But the Smileys, I meant.
No,
because it's both
they were
sides.
in Ireland, so they weren't part of the family.
What year did they come to this country?
1920. Well, they got married in 21.
Okay.
So that's after the war, well after the war.
Long after.
Yes.
Was there anybody in Gettysburg that we know of?
You'd have to look at since if they were, yeah, they probably were. All right, I don't have the service records.
But
our ancestor didn't come until Fredericksburg because he was too young. But the older brothers, I'm sure they were up in Winter. Well, I don't know. You'd have to look it up.
Was there anybody during the westward movement?
I I don't know. I mean, not in our immediate family, but I'm sure there were others because we know there's a lot of them that were in Ohio, Ohio and
Not yet. We're doing an interview.
yeah, and also to West Virginia and Kentucky. So there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
out
my
there.
family is originally from Kentucky.
Well, but they.
Split off.
But these are parts of the family that we don't know much about. They hadn't
arrived yet.
No, they had a what do you call it? A reunion with a bunch of them maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
But we might have to look that up sometime.
Right. I don't have it, but other people do.
Maybe. Are there any records of people like? I know we are related by Francis Marion and William the Conqueror. Is that true?
I don't know about French. William Regard, he would have been over in somewhere in Europe, but I do know that Francis Marion was on my grandmother's. They're hiding it there. Anyway, he's got a. Anyway, he's in South Carolina, and he's on the Foy side of the family.
Well, my mom did some research that they did have something to do with. Who's this guy James? Do you know much about him?
No.
So should I go to Fredericksburg and try to look for something?
Oh! You mean the ones that died and all that? I don't know which one died in Fredericksburg. I just know that there's one that died. One of the brothers was killed, and it might's in that chart that I can send you.
Okay.
It'll tell you which one what his name was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And it was either we think it's at
Chancellorsville. I'll help with the
at
words.
the courthouse, and then it could have been at the Battle of Williamsburg.
Williams.
Williams. No.
I'll just name the location.
No, it's wilderness.
Uh-huh.
And so it's within a day or two, so we don't know which one. I thought it was there, but it might really be.
I know Grandpa was discharged during the Army, wasn't he? For the Army? Because he couldn't go to Europe or something.
Oh, you mean my dad?
Yeah.
He was kind of young, and what happened is they'd run out of men to work in the factories. So a lot of the guys who were in the Army had to go work at the factories to supply the people making things like
bombs.
Well, no, machines. Like he was working at a tire factory, but he also had it's where you have a problem with your intestines, and there was a hole in the gut, and they filled it. They fixed it after the war, I think, but he couldn't do anything.
Enlisted.
They couldn't. You see, these days you couldn't get in the Army at all, but back then you could go in the Army, and then they would. They would just give you something to do that you couldn't be in combat. But, anyway. But he was still in the Army for 2 years.
He was just like a private?
He was a private, yeah. When it was over, then he went to work. Well, everybody did. I mean, when the war is over, then everybody gets sent back home. Almost all of them. Very few would stay in the...
My dad was in Vietnam.
Yeah, I was too young pretty much for that. I was in the
TC?
Yeah, I was in that, but then I found out that I was too fat. I didn't know that you could be too fat to be on to go in the Army, but apparently you can.
Oh,
of course, they were also trying to get rid of too many people because they decided to get out.
They were recruiting, basically.
No, they were getting rid of people. People that were in were sent home. because they didn't need so many people.
Was there anybody like, what's another one? Any famous Middle Ages people?
We don't know. Our family only goes back to Ireland, and that was 1730 something, and we think there's some of them from like we found one name over there on a cast.
I'm never gonna beat Batman just because of him.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, we're
So,
almost done. We have to
We're
cut this
almost
short.
done. Anyway, there's somebody from over there, but we're not sure if they're really.
Is there any McDavids in England that were?
We don't know if they are or not. The name's there, but we can't find any in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
But we found some in English, but we don't know if they're related or not.
Well, thank you for your time, sir.
All right.
Well, thank you for
And I will
helping.
I will email you that chart.
Okay,
It's a PDF file, so you should be able to
upload it.
do whatever you want. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
All right, cool.
And Rhodes, you can say something in the video.
Hey, have you heard that?
He's my uncle. This is my uncle Fred. He's my interviewer. And good night, and have a nice 4-day weekend.